with the Blue Sisters, which we see members of this roster from the beginning of Canadian basketball 3x3. Now Michelle is the head of 3x3 basketball, so congratulations to her. The fellas looking on as well, Canada men. And we get this one underway. Game number 2, play-in action on day number 5 here in Ulaanbaatar. And she got an extra gear, but she blew the layup.
If anybody can stick with her, it's Casey Bosch.
And it's an offensive foul. Second on this Japanese team in scoring is Miku Takahashi. I'm going to guess that they're sisters, right?
Could be.
She's got 4.5 points a game. She had the rock. She drops it off, but Seisha Fierce says nah. Grant Allen inside. See Breezy out top. They're going to let Casey start launching them up. Her second two was missed. Nice hustle. This has the makings of a beautiful play. If Brown can finish it. Oh.
No.
Oh.
No.
No, that ain't happening. But see Paige Croson come in, and Paige needs to turn the page. After a pedestrian pull phase, she needs to know this is a new chapter now. 3 points per game, 3 of 18 from distance, and the defense gives up an open layup attempt, but Japan has blown 2 of them. There's Paige. Paige gonna drive now. Uh-oh. Grant Allen will clean the mess up. That gets the Canadians on the board. Also the wind a factor. Talk about shooting in a game like this. This is an outdoor sport. And the gust of wind have began to increase in the last 20 minutes or so. So we'll see how the players remedy that.
I've liked that, actually, because the elements always come into play in 3x3, right? And for the wind, it's hitting the venue at all different sides. There's not only one wind direction. Sometimes the gust comes from the back. Sometimes it comes from the side of the venue here. Teams are really having to adjust. And look, there's beauty in that stroke.
They'll see that one out of bounds. It is. I like that outdoor element too. It's almost like I worked for the NFL for a long time, and the snow games are some of the most iconic games.
Buffalo, huh?
Of course, in NFL history. Green Bay,
Pittsburgh, a little bit.
Pittsburgh too. So that outdoor element is always interesting. This game, not so interesting so far. Just a point score between the two. A lot of turnovers, missed layups, as both teams are out of sync.
Yeah, both teams just a little bit tight to start the game. Haven't been able to connect with each other. Now, of course, on Japan's end, you knew that was going to happen because they don't really pass the ball to each other all that much anyways.
Very few key assists, and that one's thrown out. So we see Japan be successful when they combine proficient shooting with that speed. Against the Netherlands and Chile, they connected on 4 and 5 twos. They hit 6 twos in their win over Czechia. Their one loss in group play, Japan that is, was to the United States, where they went 1 for 11. Up to the line. Miyashita goes and knocks it down. That's one area where Japan has played well.
Yeah,
11 to 12.
They've also made sure to get fouled, right? I think their pressure on the basket makes sure teams sometimes have to stop them. There's no stopping that.
No, that's just too much size inside. Seisha Grant Allen, AmeriCup MVP. Put on a show at the Champions Cup as well. En route to the crown. And will connect on the free throw. Canada with a 3-point advantage. Here comes Japan. Takahashi. To Katsura inside. At Takahashi. Now recovers and scores. Brown unleashes. Now the nets are wet. See Breezy.
Brown's been so good this tournament as a secondary option now next to Sasha Grand Allen. Her individual creation and her shooting's been on point.
And the effort defensively, look at this. Just pestering the Japanese, not giving them any clear views, clear lanes. The long arms of the Canadians putting Japan on clamps. There's CB on the baseline, whips it out. That one's intercepted. And then a whistle. The third foul on Canada. 6-2 contest, almost 3 minutes in. And a reminder, the winner of this contest will be moving on to the quarterfinals.
Canada's turned the ball over quite a bunch early to start this game. That's been a problem for them all tournament. Curious to see whether they can shore that up.
Short miss, quick clear. Brown thought about it. Better option is inside. Sasha Fierce to Brown, steps through, excusez-moi. Canada starting to put it on Japan now. Without them being able to find their touch from deep. Takahashi, quick as a Kawasaki.
You're thinking about your motorcycle.
Took a little while to come to me.
Yeah, I heard that.
I was thinking, what's that motorcycle?
Really though, Takahashi to be able to create contact with Brown, who she's probably got about a foot on her, maybe more. To be able to create contact and finish with the left hand away from that contact, that's incredible, man.
Winner of this contest gets Spain in the quarters. We just saw the Netherlands move on to meet the Kangaroos. So one of those quarterfinals is set. If Japan don't wake up quick, they're going to be heading home. Credit Canada. Picking their spots, understanding their mismatch advantages, and going to work. Back to work they go. Grant Allen, she going to need a raise. She's putting in overtime for the Canadians. Two-piece on the way. Now, Crozen out to Bosch, inside, Sasha Fierce to Page. She continues to be Canada dry. She'll try again. Same result, Crozen continuing. I think what's important for Crozen, because, you know, when we say that she's the most lethal shooter in the women's game, we mean that.
Yes.
You know, I've never seen her struggle quite like this. But what I like to see her do now is drive to the bucket and get to the line. She's only shot one free throw in 4 pool play games. One free throw.
No, I think that would help. I like the action they had to get her that last two. A little flare screen action for Bosch and an open look. But yeah, once your touch is not there, get to the free throw line, make sure you kind of unlock the basket and get some confidence.
Well, some showers are starting to come through, Bobs. I don't know if you recognize it or not. The rain's starting to come down.
Oh.
Again, we got some clouds looming. Court still is dry, so we won't worry about it for now, but just keeping you guys aware. Meantime, it's Takahashi going to another gear, stopping and popping mid-range to get Japan within 4. Now Sasha Grand Allen looking for Page, but Page called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, too aggressive going into the paint, pushing the Japanese player off of her spot to gain position. I like the idea, though. As you mentioned, you want to get her close to the basket now, just to get her some confidence.
Oh, Takahashi. That goes off the front iron. Brown's got it cleared. Page has got it up top. Sasha Grand Allen wants to get it to somebody else. Brown will fit the bill, but will not get the first to go. She finishes what she started.
She's been the catalyst in this game for Canada. Active under the basket, cutting off ball too. I like her activity.
She might be the catalyst for Canada altogether. She and Sasha Grand Allen. Brown snags the rebound. That's not cleared. Now it is. Brown to Crozen. Down to the post office. Sasha Fierce going to the fadeaway. Tipped out. Brown up top. Mama Page to the crib. Misses it. Grant Allen, though, snags yet another rebound.
Canada has now gotten an offensive rebound on the last 7 possessions. every single time they try to go towards the basket or they try to shoot, somebody's down there cleaning up the mess, making sure they get a point.
Second chance opportunities. Big difference maker in a game where every possession is precious. Trying to get to 21 within 10 minutes of time. Takahashi floats it. It will not go. They're going to nearly run out of time. Still no bucket to speak of. Japan stuck at 4. While the Canadian lead continues to expand, Sasha Grant Allen cannot be contained.
Nifty underneath that basket, spinning away from contact. She's got that little fadeaway too, so she doesn't have to worry about people grabbing onto her arms.
Grant Allen now trying it from deep, just her second 2 attempts in the tournament. She's going to laugh that one off.
You know she can shoot that though.
Well, she can. She can. But laughs it off.
This one, not so much.
6-point lead. They're doing all right.
No, they are doing all right. It's mainly been work at the basket, though. Again, we haven't seen many twos go down at all. Bosch and Crozon also haven't scored. Look, if anything, you're up by 6 right now. And Japan is an explosive team. If you get a couple of more buckets, you need to get Crozon unlocked. You need to make a point out of her getting some action at the end of this game from 2, also going towards the basket. Yeah. You're going to need her in a game against Spain if the score continues like this. Might as well.
Kind of just leaves you at a loss of words because you just never see it. An anomaly, an aberration. But as long as they continue to win, you got to imagine that sooner or later, that shot's going to start clicking. And that goes for Bosch, too. Bosch and Crozon. What a luxury to have the 2 bigs that they have in Sasha Fierce and Cassie Brown. Meantime, it's Sasha Fierce. You can see why you should be afraid. Dominating this competition. Katsura. That one off iron. Sasha can't squeeze it. Bosch can. Page gives it up. Grant Allen. She will drive. 3 to shoot. Bosch will put 1 up into the wind. Bosch no good. Rebound off of Red. It'll be Japan ball. Looking at a 7-point deficit.
And Japan has not gotten many 2s up in this game. So Canada's game plan on defense at least is working well.
It's the length. Contesting the shots, obstructing the view. That's the quickness that Japan has not really been able to utilize to any real level of effectiveness. 12-5 it'll be, make that 13-5, light work.
Problem for Japan is the fact that, A, they're not getting looks from 2, then they drive in and there's so much length underneath that basket that they have to go to the mid-range game to be effective.
Down low to Page. This is the action that I think that they've been missing. Gets it back and scores it.
I like the look for Page there. Mismatch in the post. Try to see if she can get at least a score. Because, you know, as a scorer, when you see that ball go through the basket, that's when you get that good feeling. That's when you get that confidence back.
14-5, Canada. Plenty of reason to be confident in this one. 2:12 to go. And it looks like they will be steamrolling their way into the quarterfinals. Again, where Spain will await. The voice of 3x3, that's me. Kyle Montgomery with Boz Rosendahl, a.k.a. The Mountain. You can find him at 3x3 The Mountain, me at 3x3 The Voice, us at FIBA 3x3 and at FIBA 3x3W. On your highlights, recaps, previews, you'll find on there. What you find back on your screen is a beatdown. The Canadians giving it to them, and it won't stop.
Yeah, Japan just now losing people on defense, giving up free layups, open.
That one off the iron. Only a foul could stop Sasha Grant Allen. Putting together a massive game. Got to be approaching double-digit scoring here.
Her and Brown.
Crozen. And Bosch share it. The longtime teammates in 2 3x3 vets link up for a 16th point for Canada.
That was great offense. They were struggling at the end there. I thought it was going to be a heave with Bosch and Crozon finding that chemistry.
Crozen off the miss. She'll try again, this time falling away.
Man, they're featuring Crozon now.
Well, I think they want to get her confidence going for the quarters. Even with a couple of layups, it's a good sign to see her being aggressive. She'll swing it. Bosch inside. Sasha Fierce misses. Bosch hits the deck. One of the, who was that? Oh, Takahashi.
Takahashi tried to get that ball from going out of bounds, but ends up meeting one of the boardings on the sideline.
Knock on wood, Casey Bosch has not fallen and hit her head. She's required no bandages, no stitches.
Yeah, knock on wood.
In this tournament, knock on wood. So it's all kinds of unlikely occurrences happening here. Still a couple more days of action though, so.
Yeah, well, let's hope it doesn't happen. I mean, it's a bit of a tradition in 3x3 apparently, but
I think she likes it. It makes her look tough.
I don't think she needs that to look tough.
17-5. Brown will hand it. Crozen. One-legged release. Off iron it goes. Under 45 seconds. Takahashi. Brown is going to put it down. How about Cassandra Brown and Sasha Grant Allen?
It's the new 1-2 combo for Canada, apparently.
An absolute force. Them two together is better than French fries and gravy. Brown to Grant Allen. Another whistle.
SGA with a spin in the post. Oh, just off the mark.
Well, Canada not likely to reach 21.
No, but the offense at least has looked a lot better than it did in their second game of pool play.
Yeah, but also no tiebreaker scenarios to worry about either. Just want to get a win, and they're going to do that with ease. Final few seconds are going to tick off as the Canadians make a big stand and pick up this play-in win to the quarterfinals. It is them who will meet Spain in the quarters tomorrow. A dominant performance from start to finish. They were able to slow down the Japanese speed and assert their size with Sasha Grant Allen and Cassie Brown on an absolute 1-2 punch kill streak.